This is every song on the Forever Story by JID ranked from worst to best. So yeah, this time I'm doing face cam because I don't know, I just felt like it, and one of my friends, shout out Dylan, he suggested this and low-key agrees. So yeah, if you want to see me like do this more, let me know, even though I doubt. Last video flopped, but I enjoy making these, so let's get right into it. Yeah, but first, a little bit of background. The Forever Story by JID was released on August 26, 2022. It's a sequel to his debut mixtape or album, The Never Story, that released in 2017. The full complete version of this album released on Halloween of 2022. The complete version only features one extra song, but it was originally meant to be on the project, but due to sample issues, JID couldn't clear it, so he put it out on YouTube and said that this is supposed to be the outro, so it will be included on this list. Now, unlike the Metro album, where I did have some criticisms, this is my favorite album of all time, man. Like, genuinely, across every genre of music, I believe this is a 10 out of 10 perfection, magna opus, no flaws. There's not a single negative thing to say about this, so I'm just gonna get into it. This album is just amazing. Like, it inspired me to make music, man. So yeah, that's really what I think. And what's even funny is that this released the same day as God Did by DJ Khaled, and prior to this album I really wasn't listening to JID like that, so I was a sheep and I ran towards DJ Khaled. I heard 3 songs, I was like, man, this is trash. I put on Never Story, Forever Story. Bang! Let's get right into the ranking. Let's go. Number 16. An album is just amazing when the worst song is the intro. And this intro is rather short too. Now, this is somewhat of a sequel to the original first album, The Never Story. So this is a beautiful spacey singing song that, I'm not gonna lie, could solo a lot of rappers' careers. As a matter of fact, not just rappers, artists too, man. As this album is a sequel, if you listen to the opening of The Never Story, you will hear similarities, which it was intentional. With the outro being JID's football coach, the outro of the song, it was JID's football coach, as before becoming an artist, he was going into becoming a football player, but things didn't work out, which we'll discuss later on throughout the video because it is in the context and content of this album. A lot of the themes of this album is about family, relationships, overcoming struggle, upbringings that we will soon see. The vocals on this song are just beautiful, man. Some of the nice background vocals I've heard in a while. Overall, it's just a beautiful song with such simple production, but these vocals are just amazing. Listen to it right now. It's like less than 90 seconds long, so yeah. Number 15. Dude, this was so hard because the thing about Galaxy, the song that we just ranked, it's a very clear difference between every other song. Like, it's the shortest song, and the production is easily the most simplistic one. So then every other song is not like that. So it was so hard to rank this, man. But yeah, as you can see by the number. So yeah, let me go into the song, Now, this song is split into 2 parts. The first part talks about how difficult it is to make someone change. Ari Lennox, who, shout out Dreamville, man. Dude, she has such a beautiful hook on this. With a common thing that you will see within this album and that you will hear me say a lot is the words amazing vocals. And I won't strain to say that over and over again. So yeah, like the vocals on this, man, they got me singing my heart out. I would say my favorite part of the song is easily the bridge of this, where both Ari Lennox and JID are doing like a duet of some sorts, and it just sounds heavenly. It's just straight up beautiful music, to be honest. JID has, you will be hearing this phrase a lot, killer flow and rhyme scheme on the second verse, man. Like some of these bars, And then his tone changes towards the end of these lyrics, you know, and some nice vocal work and style of cool rhyme patterns like the da 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 da. The second part of the song is Jid realizing to himself that he has to change and he will overcome change within himself. So he talks about like, okay, this is what's wrong with me. I have to fix this, you know. Once again, killer flow and lyrics. That honestly, man, just hear it for yourself. A song alongside with this whole project, because me explaining won't do it justice. So yeah. Number 14.
Part of me, but a part of me looking for more. Giving my heart, my art, my artery. What do you want more?
This song is a sequel to the song Louder on the Never Story. Like, seriously, man, listen to both of these albums before you watch this video. Or at least the Forever Story. So, it's kind of a polar opposite song. As in Louder, Jid is talking about how, for the most part, he hoped and dreams of making it big and successful as an artist and just in general. But in Louder 2, he's questioning things like if he likes the success and what it comes with it. He starts the song off with a verse, and dude, once again, this man is spazzing out with a quick paced flow, saying so much, but he's not really forcing it in a sense. Here's some of my favorite bars. I don't even think that's gonna edit well, but who cares, you know? I just can't do these songs like by just saying them, bro. You just have to listen to them. The hook is sang by Ravine Lennon. I'm probably butchering that terribly. And Erin Allen Kane. Oh my god, such a beautiful vocalist she is, dude. And it's just like the rest of these singing hooks. They're straight up beautiful. I love the ad-libs of the travel part, like during the bridge. It's also so great. With Jid going both of them on certain parts to sing, I don't have so much to say because I don't want to repeat myself over and over again. You know, every single song just has killer flows, killer rhyme schemes. Everything's so killer, man. No mic. Yeah. Number 13.
Push the fucking pack off of the porch or break a pound down. Get the scrap if it happen to blow.
Push the fucking pack off of the porch or break a pound down. Is this how you do the trend? Nope. Now, this is easily, numbers-wise, the most mainstream and popular song off of this album due to a recent TikTok trend. But, bro, that got nothing to do with this, man. This song is a banger. All right, so this was the lead single to the album, and it really does make sense why. Because, well, yes, I would say others easily, you know, like Lil Wayne, Mos Def. Like, these are hip-hop legends and some of the GOATs. But if we look at numbers-wise, in the 2020s, 21 Savage is low-key outselling them. So, and he's featured on this song, so it does make sense why this was the lead single. Alright, so, you know, and that is not a bad thing at all, because now, I personally think the 21 Savage features have been getting stale lately, but this released in 2021. He was killing it that year, and even 2022. 23 is when it started to get stale, in my opinion. The song itself, subject-wise, isn't anything mind-blowing, as for the most part, it is just Jid and 21 saying that, you know, they're on the top of the game, and they don't play around, and don't play around with them, you know. But 21 Savage has some of my favorite one-liners, like this bar, you know. Shit, I might play the audio. We call Mickey, we talk to the cops. It's basic, but it's just so dope the way he delivers it, you know? Like, it's simple wordplay like that. Because I feel like nowadays, a lot of people are just, like, too scared that things are too simple. So then they try to overcomplicate it or overthink or overwrite, you know? So, yeah, you know? Baby Tate is also featured on this. She has a minimal role. But that minimal role is one of the most catchy parts of the song, you know? She does like the transition because this song is also split into two parts with first 21 and Jid. And then we have the like a somewhat interlude in a sense or a bridge by Baby Tate. Followed by this dope beat switch. And then man, it's just Jid spazzing out like I can't even say. I'll just play you the audio here, man.
You will not find them. I'm an anomaly. I turned into a rap ironically. I ran the back up, niggas is on me. Niggas should honor me.
Jid on the second half, my bad, has only one verse, but that one verse is better than what a lot of rappers can do nowadays. He kills it with his flow, and there's a ton of double entendres and stuff like that. This was probably my favorite part of the song, and it's just great and hard hitting, you know? Yeah. Number 12.
It ain't no slipping on this side. I got my grip and found my groove. And if they glisten on the squad, I swear to God it's bad for you. When there's nothing else.
Bro, I just realized it's low-key kind of ironic. Number 12 is a song with Lil Durk. Number 12. We don't mess with 12. Alright, so yeah. Crazy. This song is so fire, and it's only number 12. So, Brother Them, as by the title. This song, Jid and Durk talk about their family relationships, mainly, you guessed it, say it with me now, they're brothers. The hook uses a repeating end rhyme pattern, with Jid saying brother them for the most part at the end of each line. The post-chorus, in my opinion, is catchier than the hook itself, with Jid harmonizing more on certain parts, like here. My favorite part of the song is probably this part also. On Jid's second verse, he kills it once again. Starts off with a crazy rhyme scheme pattern. Bro, he rhymes 6 words in like 2 bars. It's crazy. Look. It's so simple, but he got the point across so easy. You can hear he meant it by the tone of his voice with this part. It was him. He'll bust me if it was him. Then we have others to join him for these ad-libs. So you know it's all toasted. When he calling my brother name, our world wins. The kids give us something that can take off the. I feel like a lot of people tend to have like a pyramid scheme on their head, and they just feel like they're better because they see Lil Durk on this. Now, I don't really like Lil Durk's music at all, to be honest. I've tried. It's just not really meant for me. But he has such a great verse, so I feel like when people see like a mainstream trap artist on here and they're like, oh, it's Lil Durk, man, whatever. Now, I love Denzel Curry, bro. I love him. Why am I even bringing it up? Because him and Jid, they do work often. I feel like if Denzel Curry did this exact same verse, everyone would glaze it. But because it's Durk, they manage to just like, oh my god, discredit it, and it's so annoying, you know? So yeah, it's so obvious that like they only believe this because Durk is just a mainstream rapper, like I said before. But he killed this verse and he knew what to do. Durk can rap, and I would say that while yes, Jid definitely did have the better verse, Durk did not get washed. He managed to stay afloat. He also starts off with a dope rhyme scheme where, unlike Jid, well, Jid did do more, but he rhymed 5 words in 2 bars as well. He talks about his family relation and struggles just like Jid. And I really love this part. And the outro is a spoken word by Mustafa the Poet. So yeah. Number 11. What time is it?
I got the time today.
I got the time.
Bro, a song with Jid, Kenny Mason, and Lil Wayne is number 11. It's not even top 10. Oh my god, this album is perfect. Alright, so let's go. Just in Time like cemented Jid for me, as in my opinion, he low-key out-rapped Lil Wayne. Not by a lot though, like Wayne, oh my god. So yeah, Kenny Mason does the hook to this song with some wordplay about guns like here and here, you know. And then later on in the song, we get some additional parts from him for the hook. And, you know, like this part and this part. Overall, I found the hook to be really catchy. It was simple yet effective and lots of catchy wordplay, you know. Jid's first verse talks about the time that as time goes on, he's getting better and better, and talks about how he is at the top now and his Atlanta roots. I love these bars and this amazing rhyme scheme with a 7 N-word rhyme scheme. From words and phrases like mummified to son of mine. It's just amazing. And then we get to the man, Lil Wayne himself, Weezy. This man, Lil Wayne, Carter, whatever. Bro, he had an even more impressive rhyme scheme with an 18 N rhyme scheme from here all the way to there, all the way to there. Oh my god. This is the definition of spazzing out, dude. Like, listen to it for yourself right now. And then Jid quickly came in with a third verse because he realized, oh, Lil Wayne just killed me. I gotta come back in. Man, and like this third verse made him hold his own against Wayne, against a GOAT, against a rap legend. Well, another sick and rhyme scheme and wordplay. Overall, this song is such a banger, man. Yeah. Number 10.
Haven't seen some better days before. Feeling like forever was a long time ago. Balancing.
Truly, and when I say truly, I don't think you guys understand how much all 500 of you or whatever watching. That's crazy. Alright, so I love this song so much, dude. If I had my bias aside, this would low-key be top 5, but I just can't. So, yeah. This song is one of the deeper cuts on the project, with it talking about Jid and his friend, and they're reminiscing about their shared experiences and reflecting on these challenges that they have faced together. Like some of these lyrics, I would assume that he's talking to his friend who is in jail, because the bar literally says this. And you can hear it in the tone of his voice, how honest he is being in this verse. It's really beautiful. He really is telling a full story, and just pay attention to these lyrics and you can easily understand it, like with this whole project, to be honest. The hook is the best part of this song, man. It's literally perfect. Not a single thing needs to be said negatively about it. Jid is just thinking about better days with some of the best backing vocals I've ever heard. The post hook, or post chorus, whatever you want to call it, is literally just him going, oh, oh, oh. And it's so damn beautiful. The bridge on this song by Jonah Austin, I believe that's how you pronounce it, is simple, once again, but effective, with some great lyrics about hardships in life that we need to get over them, and we can't just stay stuck. Jid's second verse talks about, for the most part, his come up and what he did to make in the position he's in now, with some of these lines telling a story, as well as he also discusses family relations with, like, how his father is saying that he believed in him. Overall, this song is just amazing, bro. Like, no complaints, just like the whole project. Number. Torch me. Radar not top 5? What? Yeah, I know. Alright, so let's get into it. So I know it is a hot take to not have Radar in the top 5, but dude, I just can't do it, man. Radar is to some people like the true opening track, as because it is the first rap song right after Galaxy. This song does have a special place in me, as I put one of my good friends, shout out to the man himself, Dylan. I put him on this, bro. And then this led him into JID as a whole. And then he liked it so much, man. Like the whole project, shit. Whole reason I'm doing this video to a certain extent, I was feeling like non-motivated. He's like, yo, bro, when you go? I'm going off too much. All right, so anyways. Now, Radar is one hell of a song. 3 beat switches in one. And he killed every single one. Travis who? Travis Scott? Bro, if you want to fire a beat switch, you go to JID, man. You go to JID. The hook of this song is so cool and unique. Like, I don't really hear this as often, It's using audio recordings of commentators of a football game. And this is important to the song as, like I said earlier, Jid has a history with football. They're saying that he's playing dirty on the field. And the first verse of this song is a huge slap to the face, just basically being like, yo, I'm Jid, and I'm one of the GOATs. And this is why. And then, dude just kills it. He goes crazy. This bar, oh my God, has become one of my favorite one-liners ever. Amazing rhyme scheme where he's saying a lot, but in a way that is easy to process. Talking about how he got up in a legit way and he didn't even have to sell his soul. And though he isn't fake flaunting like a lot of rappers do. My bad for stumbling on my words. The second verse, Jid had another crazy rhyme scheme as well, as right here.
They got the cures and facts, it's that. They put the money to
And at the end of the second verse, he makes some great Marvel references, which were so dope to hear on the song, saying how he's like Thanos and he can just wipe and end Avengers, the Avengers being other rappers in general. The next part is a beat switch where Jid goes fucking nuts. Dude, it makes it even crazier is that halfway through this verse, another beat switch goes. And he does still stay on the same subject matter as it happens so quickly. And the final 4 lines of this song is an Infinity War reference. And the outro of this song is so cold with a simple high pitch la 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 la. And overall, this would be some of this artist, like other rappers in general, it would be their best song. Like some can't even dream of making a song like this. And this is number 9. Yeah. La 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 la. Number 8. Let's do this, bro. Number 8. Man, pull the Nas. Dude, this song is perfect as well. It easily has one of my favorite one-liners of music history. Ironic how being broke is an expensive lifestyle. Like, it's crazy how such simple words can have so much meaning and how well delivered, like, he can make it to get the point across, you know? The hook for this song is special as well, as Jid gathers a bunch of children to sing the hook. As for the song itself, Jid talks about how as a child, he dreamed about becoming successful while obviously being in struggling financially with his family back in Atlanta. And dude, that bologna sandwich line, killer. He says it like 2 times. The music video for this song is so underrated. Go check it out as well. It's beautiful. Highly recommend. Number 7.
When you fall down, stand up, get a bandage. I ain't got cheeseburger.
Money, make a sandwich. Bro, where do I even begin with this song, man? Oh my god. The hook to this is so hypnotic with its amazing delivery. I love the intensity of the beat, as well as constantly making me feel on my feet, you know? Mike Vick bar, obviously heat, of course. Now to the meat of the song, No Diddy. The main reason this song is so high up is because of its storytelling abilities while keeping you engaged and not being bored, you know? Jid tells a story about a time that he and his family got into a fight in a brawl outside of New Orleans. What makes it even more cool/authentic is that we get actual recordings of his family describing what happened, which is just so cool. They describe what happened before and after, during the events and everything. The hook is basically Jid saying that growing up, his parents taught him to stand up and fend for himself. As for the fight of why it began, the story itself, you go listen to that yourself. I will not do it justice by explaining it, man, because, bro, you'll sit there like, oh. Bang, bang. Next one, bang. Number 6. Okay, what's happening, shawty? If I was biased, this would be top 3, man. This would be top 3, but no bias here, man. So Can't Pug Me is just an overall killer song. Well, we got Jid, Johnny Venus, Dr. Dot, Wild Gray, whatever you want to call that, man. Dude, they're talking about their Atlanta uproots and how they're the best in the game right now. And they prove that point with these killer, amazing, dope verses. The hook is Jid saying the same thing, like, repeatedly, but his delivery just made it so engaging that I don't really care that he's being repetitive. Like, it's so aggressive. Like, okay, you going, you know? If I had to rank the 3 verses, I'm going like this. Dr. Dot, Johnny Venus, J.I.D. And each verse, bro, minimum, that's like a 9 out of 10 verse. Oh my god. Dude, they all just had sick, quick, slimy flows. And I love this part of Jid's verse. Johnny Venus had such a cool verse. And I love the way that the beat picks up midway for his part and just has some dope wordplay overall. The moment Dr. Dot came, Grudo, that man stole the show. Sweet, mop. And then he makes a reference to both his name. Wow, great as Dot. Genius. Probably my favorite one-liner of the song is running up in buildings like Juvio. Bro, he made that hard. But the best part of the song isn't even his wordplay. It's his flow. This part is a definition of span, like Lil Wayne's spaz, dude. I'll play it right now.
Okay, pull out the pocket, pump me, crocodile Dundee, knocking out Dundee, knocking out front teeth, niggas is way too sensitive, touchy, niggas is auntie.
Overall, amazing song. Number 5.
Everybody wanna come and hang with the stars. Pinky ring, chain, bling, bling in the cars.
Wow.
Number 5 only?
Alright, so yeah, let's go. This is probably my favorite produced song on the album. I love the quick and spacey, psychedelic, almost like feeling that this gives off to me. Jid is for the most part talking about his upbringings as an artist, as he repeatedly says the phrases "make it as an artist." He once again has a sick rhyme scheme and flows, but does something different with his voice. We hear different vocal pitches, whether it's
both high.
it really gives a whole new sound to the verse and makes it even better to listen to. The hook has some nice vocals
From Jid.
and they're like
Very calming to listen
to be honest. But man, that second verse is probably one of my favorite moments. My bad. It's probably one of my favorite moments on the whole album.
Everybody wanna come and hang with the stars. Pinky ring chain, bling bling in the cars. 100 miles an hour.
Bro, his rhyme scheme is so crazy. And then we get to a second part of the song, which has a feature from the GOAT, hip-hop legend himself, Yasin Bey, or as we all know him by, Mos Def. And he proves he's just one of the best with this verse, and he shows off his flow, cadence, everything about it was great. And I find it so funny how they're just making fun of him for being old, calling him an ancestor is crazy. I don't want to repeat myself over and over again. You just gotta hear it yourself. Number 4.
You know it dance again.
Dance, 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 dance. Alright, so we got to the top 4. And this was the second lead single to the album. I believe it dropped like a week or two before the album was released. And I can see why. This is probably one of the most catchiest rap songs I've heard in general. It has amazing flows, especially on the second verse. And the sample flip with the bam 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 bam. Dude, that was so good. Kenny Mason has such a good role on this as well. And it turns it to a whole nother level. And the segment is somewhat short, but I don't really like. I still find it to be a highlight of the song. Dude, his flow on the second verse was amazing, where he goes, "I'm not a two-stepping man." And also the music video for this is just amazing, dude. Like, it's so cool. One of my favorite music videos ever, to be honest. Highly recommend it. I don't want to repeat myself. You guys know what to do. Number 3.
2007, cold drop to come up. I was in high school playing corner. I never dreamt of mumbling
Bro,
words in front of
you know how amazing this album is for this to be just number 3? Alright, so let's get into it. You know, I already said the background about this with the whole sample issue. So then, yeah. This is the literal story of Jid and his come up in general, like full story. I'm going to do like a somewhat summary, because if I were to do it all, we'd be here all day. So, you know. Alright, so he starts off with the story of him in high school and college and how he wants to be a football player. But then later through on those journeys, you know, he started picking up rapping or freestyling as a hobby. And then later on, he tagged along and with, you know, Earth Gang, and eventually got into some trouble, which resulted in him and that college scholarship. That was gone, bro. So then he went back home, got all tatted up and stuff. And then his dad, that man was not too happy about that. Shit, if I was him, I wouldn't be either. And apparently they got into an argument. Jid ended up winning it. And he has one of the... It's such a simple piece of advice, or like... If you, bro, you need to hear it. Do your best. Give 100%, or don't do it at all. Those are true words, man. Like, stand by that every single day, no matter what. You know? And, yeah. And also, we get a J. Cole, like, interlude at the end where he's saying, like, "I can see it in your eyes, Jid, bro. I know you want it." That's like a quick, very, very, very quick and dumbed down summary. You have to listen to this on your own. I'm not even really like, I'm not even looking at my notes, man. I'm just like going off the dome, man. But overall, like, dude, you know how hard it is to tell a full 7-minute story and for me to be engaged constantly? And the production on this song is amazing. I feel like I'm on my feet. Like, it's quick with the pace, the tempo, BPM, everything about this, dude. It's a perfect way to end the album. And overall, yeah, amazing song. This is like peak. Bro. Number 2.
You know we raised for something. You know the pace for something. I hope it changes.
This is the top 10 song of 2022, and it's not even number 1. Cody Blue 31 is one of the most amazing, beautiful songs I've ever heard. This song is a tribute to a young football player named Cody, and his number was 31. Apparently, this is what I'm getting from Genius, so I could be wrong. Don't take this as facts, you know. Apparently, he was someone Jin knew, but he sadly passed away at his young age. So this song is dedicated to him and also to his family, saying, hey man, like, keep your head up and keep swanging on. Which, listen to the song, you'll understand the context of it, you know. On this song, like, there are magnificent vocals, dude. It's just beautiful. It has such an amazing verse from Jid, and one part of the song where, if you haven't heard it, I'm not even gonna play the audio. You need to hear it on your own. It apparently took him over 100 takes, but it was damn well worth it because beautiful, like genuinely beautiful, dude. Like, I really don't like to repeat myself. That's why these explanations, I feel like they're getting shorter. But yeah. Oh, once again, music video, check that out. Number 1. I think that this is the best song that released that year, to be honest. Like, the only thing that rivals it is Born Yesterday by Quadeca, but that's a whole other thing. Where do I even begin with this song, man? First of all, it's also 6 minutes long. So, yeah. I'm not sure how I'm able to talk about this song, like, so I'm just gonna dumb it down to a certain extent. This song is fully dedicated to the relationship between Jid and his sister, and has 3 verses, and 3 very lengthy verses, might I add. Where the final verse, in my opinion, is the most detailed and probably the best verse on the whole album. Throughout each verse, we get to see the relationship, like, drift apart as Jid starts to become more successful, and that he's wishing that he's starting to regret it as he's trading the relationship for success to a certain extent. The song has amazing background vocals once again, and James Blake is on the song as well, which I did wish he was credited, but oh well. It's a much more calmer song, so you don't get that high tempo fast rapping that you're used to within the project. But I feel like this is better, you know? Some more details that we can hear on the song, and he's so much more vulnerable, and you can genuinely hear it. I found this to be one of the most beautiful parts of the entire album, and that bridge sung by Justin Sky, I believe that's how you say it. Amazing. Oh my god, it's amazing. Like, dude, and that last verse, you can even hear him criticizing his sister towards the end until he gets cut off by a full inbox. Overall, I found this to be like an amazing ballet dedicated to his sister, and it's one of my favorite songs of all time, to be honest. The hook is so special, dude. Genuinely, listen to the song right now. Turn off this video, listen to that song again. Yeah. So, yeah. That was my ranking. Worst to best. The Forever Story. Best album of all time. And, yeah, I guess let me know what you thought of my ranking. Was it whack? Was it not whack? You know, pick up the slack or not? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. Even though this is an ASMR channel, and it will forever be an ASMR channel, I just want to do this because it's my favorite album of all time. And yeah, this is a final ranking. Yeah, to be honest, overall, yeah. See you guys in the next one. Peace.